Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I swear if I don't get any play soon, I'm gonna paint my walls red or like wrap my car around a telephone pole or something. While we're on the topic of romance, we kick things off with Isaac. Oh, and spoiler warning by the way. Now we kick things off with Isaac FaceTiming his wife, Nicole. They've been separated from each other for 6 months because Nicole got hired by a cult. I'm serious, things are only gonna get crazier from here, so. In order to keep their relationship alive, they've been trading naughty videos back and forth. But before you get to see any of the good stuff, the ship crashes.
It's my ankle. Might be broken.
Johnston is fucking capping. She had nothing to hurt her ankle on. Screw her then. We leave her there and take the rest of these lowlives with us. The group we're going to be stuck with for a good while consists of Hammond, Daniels, and this disappointment, Chen. Not even 10 minutes into the game and Chen gets killed by a Wendigo. My bad, wrong game. Speaking of Wendigo though, I'm dropping an Until Dawn video next week, so subscribe and watch out for that. Anyways, after watching Chen get taken from behind, we outrun some necromorphs and conveniently find our first gun. It also comes with instructions on how to kill necromorphs. But you already know we don't read around here, so we handle things the old-fashioned way. Nothing but hands. See how easy that was? This game is going to be a piece of cake. Of course, we get stuck on the part of the ship where we have to repair everything. And since Chen's bitch ass died, we gotta fix everything ourselves. Hammond is definitely gonna kill Daniels, or get separated from her on purpose. Like, look at the side eye he's giving her here. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity. And I don't blame him. They're in a life or death situation. I wouldn't have time for Daniels' BS either. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, going down this elevator is one of the only 2 times I got scared while actually playing this game. While I was going down, I just found out that one of my favorite e-girls is single again, and I was getting my boy to hype me up in her comments. And this necromorph must have been crouching or something because I didn't hear him until right before he gave me an unconsensual colonoscopy. We take a break so we could go check on lazy-ass Johnston.
Is that blood?
Haley, I need you to listen.
What blood is she talking about? Isaac is squeaky clean right here. You would have never guessed he was just fighting intergalactic monsters 10 minutes ago. Anyways, Johnston dies in a funny way, actually. But she takes her only means of escape with her. I bet you she wishes she didn't complain about that broken ankle now. She should have just wobbled around the Ishimura. A little later we find out that Isaac has that terrorist in him because instead of moving this rubble out of the way, he builds a bomb allowing us to get to the first boss fight. We get stopped by Dr. Mercer and my god, what has this ship done to him? I thought he was menacing at first until he stepped out of the shadows. Look at his hairline, it has a wider curve than the freaking McDonald's logo. This Scooby-Doo villain looking motherfucker releases the Hunter. The only thing that makes it special is that it can't die, and on occasion, it'll just phase through walls. I was confused. I thought I won here and he just started seizing out of the wall. We try making our way to food storage but are stopped by Elizabeth Cross, who says she'll only let us through if we can stop her 8 evil exes. After taking care of them, we fight the Leviathan, which was nothing but light work because that thing smells fear and Isaac had none. The Leviathan stuck around for round 2, but she still got no diff. Earlier, Hammond released an escape pod that had Necromorph Chen and another ship found it and opened it. And everyone in that ship deserved to die. The front of the pod was almost all glass, so they would have seen a giant creature with 6 limbs and its guts hanging out. And they all must have collectively looked at this and thought, he seems harmless, what's the worst that could happen? Hammond sacrifices himself so that the rest of us can escape. Can't believe I was so wrong about Hammond. You will be missed, even if you cause the massacre of this entire ship. Traumatized by the death of our captain, we play some intergalactic basketball to cool off. We find Mercer again and he is arguing with Jacob Temple. I forgot to mention him earlier, but to be fair, the only important thing he does is get his brains blown out right here. We find the marker, which is the cause of the outbreak, and it kidnaps Mercer, and he never gets seen again, so he's dead? Maybe? Now that he's out of the way, we can return the marker to Aegis 7. But that bitch Daniels has been plotting to betray us from the beginning because she's been working for the Illuminati. Right as all hope seems lost, Nicole appears again and tells us that we could just call the ship back. So we make that bitch do a U-turn and Daniels leaves on an escape pod. We take the ship to Aegis 7 and go on a date with Nicole. Aegis 7 is beautiful this time of year. You got flesh covering the walls, and don't even get me started on the locals, they're all just so friendly, always trying to go for a hug. We return the marker and it turns out Nicole's been dead the whole time. And the Nicole we've been talking to this whole time has actually been Cross, but the marker made Isaac a little schizophrenic. Daniels comes out of nowhere and blows Cross's brains out and tries to take us too. But the marker's got her back and it flattens the hell out of Daniels. We leave and the game ends with Isaac just sitting there, scarred mentally and physically. Alright, now the game is done. But that bitch Nicole got me, and I hope she got you too. Alright, this game is great. I highly recommend it. The only downside is that I only played the game at night. And this one night when I went to go take a piss, I thought I saw the shadow of a necromorph come at me. I was like less than an inch away from knocking my mom out, but aside from that little incident, a solid 9 out of 10. Well, that's all I got for this one. I'ma head out. Later.